Hi, this is Alex Degg with eXp Realty and another neighborhood tour video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the neighborhood of Riverwood in Louisville, Kentucky. And if you have any questions about Riverwood, Louisville, the real estate market in general, you can reach out anytime. My contact information is in the description below. In this video, we're going to be talking about amenities, what's around there, drive times, what it's like to live there, some pros and cons, and then we're also going to have a driving tour, which is what you're going to want to wait around for. That's going to show you exactly what it looks like at Riverwood. So Riverwood and Louisville in general is in a really great location. So we've got many big cities around that we can easily get to. You've got Cincinnati just under 2, Nashville under 3, St. Louis under 4, and just over 5 hours you've got Chicago. Riverwood is to the east side of Louisville, and it is close to the Ohio River. It's also by Locust Grove, which is actually a National Historic Landmark. Some of the quick drive times for you for locations: we've got the airport, Churchill Downs, the Louisville Zoo is going to be about 20 minutes away. Downtown Louisville is about 15 minutes away. And then we've got 3 hospitals around that area, all within about a 15-minute drive. When living at Riverwood, you're probably going to use Brownsboro Road for most of your driving access. That takes you from downtown all the way to the outskirts of the city. That also takes you to 264, which is a loop around the city, and that's going to give you great access to the other parts of the city that you may need to go to. For the parks around Riverwood, you've got Thurman Hutchin Park, which is right on the Ohio River. That's about 5 minutes away. You've also got the Louisville Country Club and the Crescent Hill Country Club about 10 minutes away. Then outside of that, you've got Cherokee Park and Iroquois Park, which is about 20 minutes and 30 minutes away. And those are our 2 biggest parks in the city. For things to do there, you do have Locust Grove National Park right there. Then you do have the river and everything that has to offer, like boating, and it's also got some swimming. And then there's basketball, baseball courts for you to play on. But you're probably going to want to drive about 10-15 minutes to areas like St. Matthews, which has more like bowling, cinema, top golf, more recreation for the kids as well, more like commercial sort of activities that you can do. There is some shopping around Riverwood. You've got Brownsboro Road, which does have some individual stores. It's got some strip malls and some like shopping centers, which are a little smaller, that if you quickly needed something you could go to. But for your main shopping experience, you're going to go about 10 to 15 minutes to St. Matthews. That's where we've got the St. Matthews Mall, the Oxmoor Mall, and then a bunch of other stores around there that you typically see and will probably need to go to. But Louisville's filled with all sorts of different stores around the place, which you do have some by, but for your main shopping, you're probably going to want to go there. Just like shopping, for dining, you're probably going to be on Brownsboro Road for your initial stuff. There's a lot of restaurants up and down there. 2 of my favorites are Mesh and Conhuevos. But then outside of that, you're probably going to go to either the Highlands, St. Matthews, or Northfield areas. Those are all about 10 to 15 minute drive, and that's where, you know, it's got the most popular restaurants, some of the bigger ones, and more options as well. For fitness activities and gyms, there are a few options about 10 minutes away, very small, private, local things, more specialized sorts of fitness. But if you go outside of that, I'd say about the 10 to 20 minute drive, then you can get to all, you know, big gyms like a Planet Fitness, eSport or Crunch Fitness. That's where you've got Orange Theory, some yoga, more options. So it's in a good location, you can easily get to them, but there's nothing right there near you. In about a 10-minute drive, you've got a few different grocery shops. You've got some smaller ones, which is more unique stuff. And then you do have like a Kroger's, a Fresh Market, a Paul's Fruit Market, which is a local favorite. So you do have options right there. About 10 to 15-minute drive, you've also got like a Walmart, Target, Sam's Club, those sorts of things. There's even a Whole Foods nearby. And then throughout Louisville, there's scattered a bunch of smaller, you know, more unique shopping for maybe a specific culture or a specific cuisine. Something to consider when living there, it is a residential area, so it's lots of houses, lots of greenery, which is nice, but there's not much commercially around there. So if you wanted, you know, to eat, to shop, to go to activities, you are going to have to drive at least 10 minutes to get to some of those areas. Now, it doesn't sound like much of a drive, and it's not, because there is stuff close by, but it's something to consider that if you quickly wanted to run out, you do have to go outside of that area to get to it. So as a reverse side of that, because it's not as commercial, there is less traffic, there is less people there, there is less cars going through the neighborhood. It is more peaceful, there's more greenery, more trees going on, less sort of activity, so it does have that peaceful aspect. Last time I was there, there were actually some deer in someone's front yard just walking through. So although it's not got that stuff right there, it does have that peaceful side. The neighborhood of Riverwood is actually a small city inside of Louisville, so it has its own rules, regulations. I'll put a link to the website in the description below, which has some good information on it to learn more about Riverwood. I hope you've enjoyed this video on Riverwood and everything it has to offer. I definitely recommend going to like a Google Maps, doing a street view, seeing everything that's around it and your local drive times. If you want to learn more about Riverwood, Louisville, the real estate market in general, you can reach at any time. My contact information is in the description below. To finish off this neighborhood video, I've got 2 driving tours for you, one from the front view and one from the side view. It's going to show you exactly what the neighborhood of Riverwood looks like. So I hope you enjoy that. I'm Alex with eXp Realty, and I'll see you on the next one.